Norman Woodstock Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting. I'm a radio broadcaster and a nitwit at the same time, and they usually do run together when they're worth a damn. When a radio broadcaster is worth a damn, normally a nitwit. And when humans can't take that broadcaster with a grain of salt, they're going to miss radio. When you get radio broadcasters that are not nitwits, you do not have radio. It takes a nitwit to back up, remember more, come to you from being cast out and the spurs and everything else, to remind you with affection of what's happening. Huh! It's a form of journalism, broadcasting, radio. It works with your conception in a far more efficient way, really, than stage and theater and print. All you do is listen and picture, and it works. You have no business seeing my face. Now, this would work. Only because I'm more than a broadcaster on radio, I am also a Jewish monarch, and I am also a migration caller. Long before any of these titles, I find them all redundantly stupid, and I call to you from farther back up than any title, and I think you're far more coherent than any title, and more to position and tone of voice than anything. I think position of migration caller and tone of voice has more effect on you in terms of casting a lovely aspersion than anything, and that I do. You are priceless. With position and tone of voice, I intend to inform you of that. Living every aspect of you. That's my job. Got it? Then interference in the broadcast. Get back. Get back. Get back from the vehicle. Get back. There. Here we are. And that's what I do. Is that all right? Right now, living? You think you need that position speaking to you? Do you? Someone that has affection for not only you living, the aspects of living along with you and those yet to come and experience it. I have great affection for that. That momentum alone vividly excites me. It sure does. Somehow, that beats the Indy 500 in my mind. I'd rather just play with that and stay home than go to the Indy 500. I like going to the Indy 500. I like doing all that stuff. I'd rather home play with my mind. I like to take the echo of information and stay home, and it sure is a pleasant place in my mind. Sometimes I don't even like to leave the house. And I say, you got to get out, get out, get out. Huh? It's very pleasant. I don't like to go out. Most humans out there ain't doing that. Nope, they ain't. And they're really not in that mindset. Nope, they ain't. And it's not very pleasant with them. Nope, it ain't. A lot of people stay home for that very reason. They play in their mind too. They stay home. I like to communicate with you, at least get you out on election day, voting none of the above for a while, to get a conversation going. Because you that play in your mind know better than anything going on in these polling tactic situations. And they're casting aspersion with it more as the biggest problem. Not so much the law and the restriction, it's the aspersion they cast and pass it on to the next generation. Bah! You are full of high ear and carrying too much grudge and gagini. I want society to help you with it. Wrong. I have had my child molested in ways you do not know. I do not come with my personal problem and want society to beat them up. That is not what I'm ever after. I'd like to see some recognition called for the welfare of the children don't mind, because to the day the kids think they're at fault when society beats them up and changes their image and identity to themselves and puts them in a position in their mind that doesn't live. And that's what's happened with too many employees with my children. Big time. And they're a mess. In a basket case, and I don't like it. And I wasn't smart enough to keep them home and not send them to society. Dumb. And not, it wasn't so much, just the society, of course, does that. Only the other children's failure to understand my children's terminology and how my children began to take on their terms and their position to play with them in mindset has not helped the situation at all. Now their mindset is quite different than it was when they lived with me as children. And it's grievous to watch them misunderstand things using terms incorrectly in their mind. My boy uses the word probable when he don't know what probable even means, let alone what he knows probable. He don't do well with that word, and he need not use it. He don't know what probable means. He sure uses it in his reasoning, and it's incorrect. He wasn't know probable. No, you don't. It's called seeming. There's a way that is probable to someone, and the end thereof is they walk straight into hanging themselves. And they can still be a lovely person and still mispredict and be wrong, especially about the mindset of where they're going and what it's like and what that arena is. It is not what you're saying it is. No probables to it. You need to back up and remember more probable, big time, with the planet. Probable. Back up and remember more. You already know what possibility. You don't understand potential. And you're fooling with probable. Ha! To what? Your misunderstanding? There's no such animal. You say misunderstanding has probable. No, it just plays around with probable. It doesn't ever amount to anything. Only what is here amounts to something. The failing of probable and what is keeps spinning in a circle and doesn't do anything. It's redundant and dumb. Want to bet. Does that make sense to you? Better upload. Could lose that. Ah! Not what I came to talk about, is it? It's been happening all morning. Fungus. I ran out of medication. That reminds me. We'll talk about that too. Horrible.